What's up, people? Today's video is about how to market your business effectively in a way that keeps an exceptional, long-lasting experience with people who come in contact with your brand. Because truly, you can be the best person with the best quality product and have the most affordable prices, but if no one knows you exist and if your product doesn't connect with a prospect in a way that makes them want to buy, then your business will fail. Now, second to that is that people are getting very smart, very skeptical, and even defensive against salesy approaches. So yes, you might have been doing everything to get your brand in front of people, but if you're being too salesy, it either turns them off or it decreases their chances of buying. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 6 ways to market your business and have people excited about making a purchase from your business. So you don't come off as being pushy, begging, or worse, constantly slashing down your prices till you can't sustain your business. I hope you're excited. If you're new here, a big welcome to you. I'm Amaka Orum. Right here on this channel, we talk about entrepreneurship, personal development, and living a better lifestyle. If that interests you, then you should click on the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on our weekly topics. So let's get straight into how to market your business effectively. Believe me when I say that it is a great time to be a business owner. Gone are the days when you have to wait before your business is known. You can actually get your business known and build a huge customer base in a very short time. But to be able to do this effectively, there are 3 things I want you to keep in mind. 1, people buy because they have found a connection with your product. 2, they buy because the product is either offering them a solution or a way out of a situation. And 3rd, this part has more to do with you, the business owner, and that is you have to be willing to take advantage of the tools and resources that enables you get customers and grow your business. When you keep these 3 in mind, it not only becomes easy to market and promote your business, but you're also able to get in front of your ideal customers who are willing and excited to buy your product and services. So I'm going to emphasize on these 3 as we go into this video. So stick around, and I'm also going to be dropping a very powerful point towards the end. So let's get straight into it. My first tip on how to market your business is to have an online presence. And I'm not just talking about Instagram, Facebook, or those social media marketing platforms. I'm talking about having your business registered on Google My Business. Google My Business is an effective platform for promoting one's business, especially if you don't have a website. I have always had all my businesses registered on Google My Business for years. It has been a very good platform in terms of exposure because not only does Google My Business showcase your business to a wide audience and creates a free website for you, but it also attracts customers who are specifically looking for a product or a service to buy. 90% of the time when people have a strong need to buy a product or service, they go on Google, they search for something like best spa near me, and Google will always give results based on this search. So I'm going to ask you, if people are going to Google to search for a product or service they intend to buy, then why aren't you there? You absolutely must have your business registered on Google My Business to help you get found. And it's not just about making sure you sell. Having an online presence on Google My Business makes it easy for people to know more about your brand, what you do, without having to visit your store, which is pretty convenient. It's also a great tool for letting people know in your area that you are there. Because if I were to search for a business on Google Map, which is connected to Google My Business, they give priorities to businesses that are closer to the user's present location. Now, it's one thing to register on Google My Business, and it's another thing to rank on it and use it to its full potential. So if you need help doing this, I'll drop more information in the description box. So the second tip for marketing your business is to know who your business is servicing. The success of your business depends on how well you understand your target audience, its pains, its wants, and desires. The product you are pushing out should help your customers address and solve those pains, which is why it is very important that you understand and learn about the person who is a good fit for your product, so that you're not just talking to everyone or someone who has no need for what you're offering, because the truth is you really cannot sell to everyone. Each person has different needs and you cannot solve them all. When you have successfully identified a specific group of people that needs what your product offers, you are then able to sell the solution through your message. This way, your message becomes clear and directed only towards your most highly qualified target audience, who are interested and itching to hear about a product like yours. And this saves you valuable time. It also gives you an edge over your competitors because you have a better understanding of what your customers want and you provide it first. Your customers get to see that you are putting in the effort to satisfy their needs by always making improvements to your product. And that way you become the top choice to your target audience in your niche market. My third tip will be to ensure you are building relationship. Remember how I said earlier that for a prospect to buy from you, there needs to be an emotional connection between the potential customer and your brand. Well, this is very important because people buy from people. And in order to build this emotional connection, there has to be an element of trust. And it has to be personal, it has to be sincere. So whether you choose to build this relationship online or physically, it's important to maintain that human, natural, person-to-person kind of touch, because this is what will build true relationship and establish the connection between you and your prospect. And this can go a long way in helping you to generate sales. So your prospect needs to trust that you truly care about solving their problem and not just being after their money. This level of connection can be difficult to build because it will take effort on your part, knowing that it takes an average of 4 to 6 exposures before a prospect will buy from you. In fact, these days with people being smarter, it takes a lot more than that. But thanks to the internet and social media, relationship building is a lot easier. So now that you know that you need exposure, what exactly should you be putting in front of people? But before we go into this, if you're loving this video, do give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Also hit the notification bell because we put out content like this often and you get prompted once we do so. So back to it, what exactly should you be putting in front of people in terms of exposure? The answer is high value, what we like to call education-based marketing, where you simply are giving out valuable information and advice that solves a problem without a sales speech. How do you do this? This can either be through long form content or short form content, and you can also incorporate social media marketing, okay? Platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, including blogs, are great platforms for building trust and credibility. Using TikTok, Instagram, Facebook Reels can show what goes on behind the scenes of your company, so your audience already begins to feel like a part of your community. You also can get to post fun stuff that are educative as short form content. A long form content can also provide value, and this can be through live sessions with your followers on YouTube, free webinars, websites, and blog posts. Having a long form content helps your prospect to know more about your product, the cost, the problems your product and service can solve, because trust me, they will be making a comparison with another brand. So you want to make sure that you provide all the information to help them come to a buying decision with you. Using long form or short form content can take your business from having tens of customers to having hundreds. Why? Because you have successfully provided value and answers to most of their questions regarding your niche markets. Due to the high level of trust and rapport built with your content, you'll be perceived as an advisor and not someone who is always trying to sell, which will make selling much easier as time goes on. So let me know in the comment section which has been your most effective way of promoting your business. Next on my list will be influencer marketing. Using influencers is actually a very effective way to promote your brand, but not many people are tapping into this means of easy promotion, because the belief is that getting an influencer means getting a celebrity, which requires spending a lot. But influencer marketing has never been about that, because come to think of it, an influencer is a person who has built an engaging audience niche of people who love, trust, and admire them. And because of this special relationship, the influencer is able to affect the buying decision of his audience. So you can see here that it's not about looking for a celebrity or someone with 1 million followers. It's about finding the person with a strong community of people that are interested in a particular topic. And the number of followers can be as low as 2,000, 5,000 to 10,000, and it's not just on Instagram, Facebook groups, and YouTube. When picking an influencer, you want to make sure you're picking someone who is a good match with your brand. To give you an idea, an influencer who is about fashion and beauty won't be a good match for you if your brand is about kitchen essentials. But if you were to approach an influencer that creates food recipe, that will be a good match for you, because for influencer marketing to work, you need to select someone whose audience interest matches introduce your brand. You would also want to know more about the influencers page, like how is the engagement like, what are the kind of comments in the comment sections, the numbers of visitors that visit the page on a regular. If you want this to work effectively, you have to take all of this into consideration. My next point is one that I love so much because of how powerful and effective it is. In fact, if you have made it to this part of the video, then I must congratulate you. Drop in the comment section #winning. Okay, so my point on this is telling a story. People can forget your name, but they will never forget the way you have made them feel. And the best way to stir up emotions is through storytelling and testimonials. Storytelling is a very, very powerful way of making your brand stand out, and it could take your product from here to here, okay? It's able to give your product so much value, and it attracts the right audience, and it lets them know more about your brand and what it can do for them. And not many people understand it, but telling a story is the most powerful way of marketing, because that story is what people want to be associated with. That story is what people would connect with. So how do you incorporate storytelling into your business? By letting people know the story behind your brand. Another way is by creating stories through testimonials to win people over. When you see a before and after video of a person who lost 10 kg in 2 months, you're like, hey, I want that. I want to be able to achieve what John has achieved. I want to be able to look like Grace. Oh yes, I can relate to that problem that XYZ has, and that product was able to get that solved. So I also want this, okay? This is how powerful testimonials can be. The best stories from testimonials shows how a client has improved since working with you or your brand, okay? And so you want to capitalize on this. The more wow the testimonial is, and the more the client speaks in his own words by making it natural and sincere, the more persuasive it is to a potential client, and the easier it is to generate new business. So seeing other people talk about the value of working with you will help people understand the value of your product. You shouldn't be afraid to ask a client for a feedback. Most times the customer will be happy to do this for you. If you feel like they might be a bit skeptical, then you can offer to give them a discount in exchange for the testimonial. So go through the list of your old customers that have had a good, remarkable result with your product or service and ask for a testimonial. My next point will be to run ads online. This can help grow your business and attract new customers you wouldn't have found on a normal day. When you run ads, you are able to increase your visibility and increase your reach. It is the quickest way to improve your brand awareness, especially if you have a new business, and it can help bring in a lot of traffic to your website or to your store. But before running ads online, make sure you have a goal on why you want to run the ad, because if you miss this, your ads won't be as effective. You want to know which is the best platform to run your ads. Could it be Facebook, LinkedIn, Google pay-per-click, or Instagram? Or is it for brand awareness? Is it for selling? Or is it for collecting information? You need to be clear on all of that. You also want to have data about your customers or potential customers that you intend to reach. If not, you will just be throwing your money away, which is why I would rather advise that you run your ads with an online ads expert, so that you're not just throwing your money away, you're getting results for your ads. So there you have it, guys. Marketing is an important part of running your business, whether it's a new business or has been around for years, okay? The only thing that could make marketing bad is when you are not able to fulfill your marketing promise to your clients, which means that you have misled your clients. Your job when marketing a product is to develop good communication that makes your prospect feel comfortable. You shouldn't be pushy, you shouldn't be salesy, because that buying decision is going to come from them, and in turn you are going to enjoy the continuous success and growth of your business. This was really long, but I hope you got value. Like I always say, keep your body and your spirit strong, keep your mind focused. I am Amaka Orum, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.